Last video we set up this bird to jump. Okay, so we're gonna random we're gonna spawn some random pipes over here means behind the window, outside the camera. Okay, we're gonna spawn random pipes. To do so, we need to create a spawner script, right? We need to create a spawner script. First I'm going to sprites. Okay, sprites, and select the pipe and drag that to scene view, or to hierarchy. You can do this, do that both. Okay, so like this. Okay, so one will be flip one, so this pipe green. Okay, so also I'm going to drag the another one, and I'm going to flip. uh, so I need to so to flip that, you have to select the game object and then sprite renderer. You can see flip. You just have to click on the y direction, so you can see as if it you can see it's flipped. Okay, it got flips. So we go, if you just mess with anything like stretch or something like this, you can just have to go to so firstly you have to select that game object and go to transform, right click, and then reset. Okay, it will reset to 000 position, but we're gonna do over here. Okay, so we're gonna do over here. So this will go like this. Okay, so what we gonna do, we're gonna this will be parent, and this bottom pipe will be child of this parent. So how you can achieve that? So to do that, you just have to select the bottom one and make it make and place it on the upper pipe. Okay, place it on the upper pipe. Now if I move the upper pipe, you can see the bottom pipe also going. Okay. So this is like a parenting. Okay, this is like parenting. We just if we drag it out, so you can see it's independently going. But we will make it we will make it child of this object. Okay, so to do that, so again I'm just selecting the bottom. Any of them you can do, but I'm gonna select the bottom one, and I'm going to make upper one child of the bottom. So just you have just to place on it. Okay, now this is the 5. Okay, so select the move tool, and it will like this will be like this will be go. Okay, so we're gonna spawn this pipe at 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 over here. Okay, so what you can do, go to hierarchy, right click, create empty game object. Okay, empty game object. If you can see, go to inspector on the top of corner, in the right, and then select the box and go, and you can select any of these gizmos. I'm just selecting the yellow one, so yellow one, so we can see. So in this position we're gonna spawn the pipes. Okay, in this position we're gonna spawn the pipes, but we also need a spawner script, uh, uh, and a time. Okay, so we need a timer, like 2 second. We will After 2 second we will spawn another pipe. After 2 second, another pipe. So again and again we're gonna spawn at different position. So this will be first position. Select that, control D on your keyboard, and you can duplicate it. Okay, you can duplicate it, control D. Also you can select that, and right click on it. You can see the duplicate over here, but we not gonna do. We just we gonna select that and control D for duplicate. So in this three position we're gonna spawn the pipes. Okay, in this position we're gonna spawn the pipes. So I'm going to move it down a little bit. Okay, so we will create an spawner script. Firstly we're gonna make a prefab of this object. Okay, firstly we're gonna make a prefab of this. So I'm just going to select that and move it little bit up so the bird can pass through it. Okay, so select the parent. Okay, select the parent and go to assets, right click, create create folder and name it prefabs. Okay, name it prefabs. Name it prefabs. Into that prefabs, double click it to prefabs and drag the pipe crane over there. Okay, drag the pipe crane over there. Now we have a prefab of that. What does prefab means? It means copy of this object. If you now, if I delete from this scene, okay, it's gone, but we have a save of it, so you can drag that also, as you can see. Okay, as you can see. So we're gonna spawn this. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna delete for now from the scene view of this pipe. So we need a spawner script. So what gonna do, go to hierarchy, right click, create empty game object and name it spawner. Okay, name it spawner and go to transform, right click, reset. Okay, reset reset that and to go to inspector. If you can see, so I'm just selecting the yellow. Now this game object, so we're gonna attach spawner script to this game object. Okay, we're gonna attach spawner script to this game object. To do so, we going to assets folder. Okay, again assets folder, right click, create folder. Okay, we're gonna name it scripts. We're gonna name it scripts. We're gonna name it scripts. Okay, we're gonna name it scripts and double click it to open up. And over there, right click, create C# script. Name it spawner. Okay, name it and spawner and double click it to open up in Visual Studio. Okay, double click it to open up in Visual Studio. It will take a time because my computer is little bit slow, that's why. So I'm just heading back to Unity. It will compile the script for a minute. Okay, so wait for that. So wait for that. You have to wait for that. It taking too much time. Okay, okay, the script has opened. This compiling. Okay, so as you can see, the start functions call when the game start. It just call one time, and the update function calls each time, each frame. Okay, 60 frame in 1 second. 60 frame in 1 second means it's draw image 60 images in 1 second, right? 60 images in 1 second. And mono behavior over here is a unity class. Okay, mono behavior over here is a unity class. The spawner class inheriting from mono behavior. Okay, so it's still completing domain. Just wait, compile. So mono behavior over here. Okay, it's compile now. Now we have that. Okay, so what we gonna do, select the spawner game object and drag that to add component. Okay, I drag that to add component. Select the game object, drag that to. You can also do, so I'm just right clicking and remove component. You can also do by add component and find the spawner spawner script. Spawner script, it's also you can do also. Okay, do this also. So what we're gonna do, firstly we need that we need, if I go to prefabs, we need this pipe. Okay, we need this pipe, and we're gonna spawn from this three position. Let's suppose I am just going to delete those two one. We're gonna, let's suppose we're gonna spawn from this point. Okay, we're gonna spawn from this point. So let's suppose I'm just deleting this one. In the start function, I'm going to spawn the object. To spawn anything, we have to write instantiate. Okay, instantiate. instantiate Firstly, this gonna take uh, three arguments. First is the the prefab you want to spawn, and the second is the position where you want to spawn, and the third one is the rotation. Okay, so I want to so we're gonna do public, we're gonna do game object. Okay, game object pipe. So we're going to spawn the pipe, right? We're going to spawn the pipe, but we need to public. Okay, we need to do it public. So we want to spawn the pipe. Okay, firstly we're gonna do pipe. Okay, pipe, and the second thing is we need the position where we want to spawn. So in from here we want to spawn the game object. Okay, so we need a reference of that point. So also we're gonna do public transform. Okay, public transform I will call spawn position, spawn post. Okay, spawn post. So this the instantiate method takes three arguments. The first what you want to spawn, and the second thing the position. So spawn post. Okay, spawn post dot position. Okay, spawn post dot position, and the third thing is need a rotation, but we don't want to rotate anything like that. So we're gonna do quaternion dot identity. It's mean no rotation, we're not gonna rotate. Okay, and control S on your keyboard to save this progress. Okay, and then head back to unity, and head back to unity. In the spawner you will able to see two field. Firstly the position, okay, and the second thing is the uh, game object. Okay, the pipe prefab over here is the game object. So we need to do as you can see pipe, this is empty. What we want to spawn, this pipe prefab, so we need to drag that into the empty field. And the second is spawn post, where we want to spawn the object. So this at this point we want to spawn the object. So we should rename that. So to rename, right click, rename. Okay, click on rename, or also you just can do, go to the inspector over here, over here game object says you can rename there. Also we're gonna rename the spawn post. Okay, spawn post. Now if I go to uh, spawner, we need to drag that, drag that position. Now we drag that position into here. Okay, so this is a start function, means this will call one time. Okay, this mean call one time, so we only able to see one pipe prefab. A prefab is something of a copy of object. If we play that, if we play that, if we play that, you will able to see that pipe instead. As you can see, one pipe instead, but it's not moving, right? It's not moving. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna open up the pipe prefab. Okay, open up the pipe prefab. As you can see, this is the parent and this is the child. If parents goes this, child also will go with it. Okay, so what we do, we will add a script to this pipe. Okay, we will add a script to this pipe. We will set velocity to the negative direction, so this will go this. Okay, this we need a script. To do that, select that and go to add component, and I am gonna name it pipe. Also you can name it whatever you want, but I want to name it pipe. Then hit new script and then create an add. Okay, and wait, double click it to open up in Visual Studio. Okay, double click it to open up in Visual Studio. So as you can see, it's loaded up. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna delete the start function. We're gonna delete the start function because we don't need it in the update function, because we need update function. Why? It's this one called each frame. Okay, so we want to if I go to, if I head back to Unity, just wait for compiling. Just it's compiling. So we want to each frame we want to go to want to this pipe go to left. Okay, each frame the start frame, the start function calls one time, mean it will just if you set like 5 velocity, so this will go 5 and then stop. But in the update function, this time each time this run each frame, this run again and again. So this will be 5 5 5 5 5 5 5. So it will look like it going to left. That's why we need the update function. Okay, update function. So what we're gonna select that object. Okay, if we go to transform component of that object, if we decrease the x position, as you can see, it's going left. Okay, it's going left, so we need access to transform. Okay, so we are heading back to that script. We're gonna do transform dot translate. Okay, translate. So this function over here take a direction. Okay, this function over here take a direction. So as we know, we're going to this direction. Okay, a left direction. So what we gonna do, we're gonna do vector 2 vector 2 dot left. What does this mean? This means minus 1 comma 0, minus 1 in the x, y in the 0, minus 1 in the x, y in the 0. Okay, so that's it. We also need to end it up with semicolon. Okay, semicolon, need to end it up with semicolon, but we need a speed. Okay, speed variable. Variable means how much should we go to the left direction. So we're gonna do public float. Okay, public float, we will call this one speed. Okay, speed by default, let's say for 5f. Okay, 5f, and we're gonna multiply with this with our speed. Okay, we're gonna multiply by this with our speed, but we also need to multiply it by time dot delta time, because in some, let's suppose my computer runs 60 frames in second, uh, and let's assume you have super fast computer. So so in that moment your game will run like 120 frame. So multiplying with time dot delta time make frame rates independent. Like whatever computer you are using, it still will run in 60 frames. Okay, that's why we are multiplying by time dot delta time and the speed variable. Okay, and then control S on your keyboard to save that, and head back to Unity. Head back to Unity, you will able to see. Just wait for compiling it. It will take a bit amount of time to compile. Okay, we have now. So if I go to the main, so the pipe, so now the pipe will go this. Okay, go this. Okay, so if I just go play the button, it will reload and play. As you can see, it's going left. That's what is. But we set the pipe. If we go to prefabs and open up the pipe, so the center position of that of this pipe is here. Okay, we are spawning from this point, so this becomes this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drag this position down. Okay, we're gonna drag that position down like this. So if I match up with this thing, no, it's not still going to do. Okay, we need to drag spawn position little more down. And now if we match up, if we match up this with this much, now it's looks like center. So this is this one. So I am again going to delete this pipe, and let's do, just wait for compiling it. So as you can see, the pipes going in the center. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna move the pipe in random position. We're gonna spawn the pipe in random position. Okay, for now we are just spawning from here. What we're gonna do, we're gonna make multiple points, and from those position a pipe will spawn and go this way. So to do that, control D, or select that object, select that spawn position, and control D to duplicate it. So I'm just going to move it here 1 point, and control D again. Okay, control D again, and move it down. Okay, move it down. So from this three position, pipe will spawn. So we need to change the script. We need to change the script little. Okay, so so as you can see, we just spawning from just only that point. So what we're gonna do, we gonna make a array of those point array. Okay, array. To make that array, you have to square bracket, you have to put square bracket. So square bracket. Okay, let's suppose I want to move from let's suppose this position. Okay, this position. So this is the third one, right? 1 2 3, or you can say 0 1 2. So 2, so this becomes 2. I want to spawn from this point. Okay, so 0 1 2. Okay, so so what we're gonna do, we're gonna erase this for now. Spawn post, spawn post, and make square brackets, and then 2, pass 2, and then dot position. Okay, dot position. So this means this is 0 1 2. So the pipe will spawn over here. Okay, so also you just have to control S on your keyboard to see that. Okay, control S. Okay, so now we also need to drag those. If we make array, we need to drag all of the position. Okay, all of the position, this all of this position we need to drag this. So select all of them. So I am selecting three of them. I firstly go to spawner and lock that in inspector. In the inspector you can see the lock button, just lock it and select all of them. Okay, select all of them and drag them into spawn pose. Now we have three spawn pose, but what we but we gonna spawn from here because we just only set the two position. Two means this, the first one will be 0, the second one will be 1, and the third one will be 2. So we are spawning from two position. Let's see if it's spawn from two position. So to do that, uh, we are going to play the game. Okay, it's completing domain, and you will able to see that. Yes, as you can see, if I pause the game, select the pipe green. Okay, select the pipe green. As you can see, this spawns from here. Okay, here. So, but we want to spawn from all of this point. Okay, we want to spawn from all of these point. Okay, an array over here holding all of those three position. Okay, all of these three position we are putting into this array point. Okay, into this array, and from that we are just selecting the third one and then spawning that. Okay, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a timer. Okay, we're gonna make a timer and we will select a random position. Okay, random position, and then we're gonna spawn from those random position. We firstly like 2 second, after 2 second spawn another pipe, and after 2 second will spawn another pipe. So we're gonna make random position and random time. Okay, so for today is now so for today it's okay. We will look it for tomorrow. Okay, so thanks for watching and goodbye.